Center for the Ethiopian Educational Information and Communication Technology presents Educational Satellite Television Programs.
Hello, teacher. Hello, students. Welcome to today's lesson, which begins our unit on trade and globalization. Throughout this unit, we will focus on the use of English in the context of the economy and the manufacturing and exchange of goods. English is a commonly spoken language in the global market. For this reason, it is very important that we learn the vocabulary and social expressions that are used in context. In this lesson, we will start by focusing on listening and comprehension. Are you ready, students? Let us begin. Consider some of the things that we enjoy because of trade. Different types of food, materials for clothing, and even precious metals are made available to us because we can exchange the resources we have in excess for the ones we need. This exchange of goods between people forms the basis of an economy. Let us now listen to a passage from Asgede in which he describes the story of his new jeans. As you listen, write down the names of each country and city you hear. Make sure you also note any words that you do not understand in your vocabulary notebook. Asgede is very pleased with his expensive new jeans. They are a famous brand that is designed in the USA, but they aren't made there. They are made in Tunisia, Italy, Germany, France, Northern Ireland, Pakistan, Turkey, Japan, Namibia, Benin, Australia, and Hungary. The blue denim is made in Italy using cotton from Benin and a special synthetic indigo blue dye from Germany. This is taken to a factory in Tunisia, where the jeans are cut and then sewn with different kinds of threads from Northern Ireland, Turkey, Hungary, and Spain. The zip is manufactured in Japan. The brass buttons are made in Germany using zinc from Australia and copper from Namibia. The soft cotton for the pockets comes from Pakistan. After being sewn, the jeans are stone washed using pumice from a volcano in Turkey. Then they are dried and pressed. In the factory, the workers work an 8.5-hour day with a break for lunch. They earn about 2,200 birr per month, or more if they meet their targets. The cost of producing the jeans is 100 birr per pair, and then it costs only 1 birr to transport them to a warehouse in France by truck and ship. However, in shops in France, they sell for anything between 600 and 1,000 birr. Large numbers are exported from France to other parts of Europe and beyond. Asgede's pair was sent in a large container by ship to Dubai, and from there by air to Nairobi, where an Addis Ababa trader bought several pairs to sell in his shops, including the one where Asgede bought his for 950 birr. So, as you can see, students, there was quite a process that had to occur in order for the jeans to be manufactured, delivered, and eventually sold to Asgede. Were you able to write down all the countries and cities they mentioned in the passage? Students, let us do an activity. Working with a partner, take your list of cities and countries and work on saying and pronouncing each name correctly. Make sure you are in agreement, students. I will see you in a few minutes.
Students, let's get ready. Begin. Time's up! Let's get back to our lesson.
Welcome back, everyone. Let us go through the list of places together to see if your pronunciation is correct. The places mentioned in the text were the United States of America, Tunisia, Italy, Germany, France, Northern Ireland, Pakistan, Turkey, Japan, Namibia, Benin, Australia, Hungary, Spain, Dubai, and Nairobi. Excellent job, everyone. Let us continue. Now, the passage about the genes mentioned not only places in which the genes were manufactured, but also the materials that were used to make them. We will listen once more to the second portion of the text. Here is one more activity, students. Using the list of places you made earlier, write down the materials that are mentioned next to the place they come from. The blue denim is made in Italy using cotton from Benin and a special synthetic indigo blue dye from Germany. This is taken to a factory in Tunisia where the jeans are cut and then sewn with different kinds of threads from Northern Ireland, Turkey, Hungary, and Spain. The zip is manufactured in Japan. The brass buttons are made in Germany using zinc from Australia and copper from Namibia. The soft cotton for the pockets comes from Pakistan. After being sewn, the jeans are stone washed using pumice from a volcano in Turkey. Then they are dried and pressed. Now that you have written down where each of these materials can be found, it is time for our last activity, everyone. Please answer the following questions.
Students, let's get ready. Begin. Time's up. Let's get back to our lesson.
Welcome back, students. I imagine that if your lists were complete, that this was not too challenging for you. Let us now answer each question together. The buttons on Asgede's jeans were manufactured using zinc from Australia and copper from Namibia. The jeans are stone-washed using pumice from a volcano in Turkey. The thread used to make Asgede's jeans comes from Northern Ireland, Turkey, Hungary, and Spain. Great work, students! This concludes today's lesson on listening and comprehension. We have listened to a passage that discussed manufacturing a pair of jeans and used the text to practice our pronunciation of words. We also used our vocabulary to answer questions about the passage using the names of the places and materials mentioned in the article. Next time, we will practice our writing skills by discussing fair trade pamphlets. Until then, thank you, teacher. Thank you, students.